Whew. Well, yesterday was quite something, huh? That was quite something. Quite a long video. Yeah, well, today's a beautiful day again. And very warm. Warm and windy. And I took my rubber boots. I thought it's gonna be still like, a morning dew on the grass. But no, not really. So I guess I'm kind of good to take my sandals next time. Or like much lighter boots. Yeah. And look at how see the color of the grass? It's coming into bloom. And I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I acquired an allergy a few years back because I never had allergies before. And then one year, boom, extremely strong allergy to something in the meadow, and something in the meadow. I think it's some type of grass. Probably not this one because I would already be sneezing and everything. So there is some type of a pollen that sets me off. But so far it's good. So far I don't have any signs of it. Maybe, who knows, maybe it's gonna just, disappear just as quickly as it appeared. Look at these beautiful flowers here. Nice. Very nice. So yeah, meadows coming into bloom. I mean the grasses, and I'm curious if I'm gonna get the allergy this year as well, or not. We're gonna see soon enough, I guess. I'm gonna have to carry my napkin with me then, definitely. I guess I'm gonna be sneezing a lot. Well, beautiful, beautiful day. Very, very pleasant when it's like warm and windy. Usually, as I said, I don't like wind, but when it's warm and the wind is not extremely strong, it's very pleasant. Yeah, I was gonna talk about something yesterday, and I forgot because all of those things happened, right? Drake chasing the deer, and by the way, I definitely think that were the rapeseed poisoning again, the canola plant poisoning, because the symptoms match, and the canola is still growing on the adjacent field close to the village. So I believe that was the same thing. And really, really Drake, that was the first poisoned deer we found was the first time I've heard Drake barking like that on a deer. So that's my guess, really. Oh shit, what is it? Oh, I thought it's a foot. And it's a branch. That's cool. Oh, it's a deer foot. So yeah. But what I wanted to talk about, and I recalled yesterday, is that one thing, a little update, is that I acquired the new detector, which is amazing, and I already went with it over the weekend, and it was so cool. Like, it's an incredible machine, really. Like the sort of the advanced, like how advanced the functions are, and how wide range of different functionalities it offers is just amazing. Mind-blowing to me. By the way, I love these plants. These flowers. These are one of my favorite, and they're in bloom right now. Look at that. And they're absolutely gorgeous. Check it out. Yeah, these are my favorite, and their name is, and my girlfriend actually mentioned that, I was like, oh yeah, right. That's funny. That like my favorite flower is named like a bird because it's in Czech, it's orliček, which is like a small eagle. And I was like, ah, true. I didn't realize that. But it's very, very. But it's like, yeah, it's like I don't know if my top favorite, but I think definitely one of my top favorite flowers, if not the top favorite. Whenever I see it, I'm like, oh my, these are beautiful. And wow, look at that! How many of them are here? That is amazing. And I'm gonna post the name of it in. Wow, there's white. There's all sorts of different colorations. There's like sort of light violet or light blue. Shit. Hold on. Please don't tell me Drake. Oh, he's there. Oh, I thought I heard him bark, and I was like, no, not again. Okay, cool. So, yeah, there are all sorts of different colorations. And check these out. These are, oh my god, these are beautiful. Yeah, I think those are my top favorite. And they're, as far as I'm aware, they are native. There's like pure white. Wow. This is amazing. Such a lovely plant. And wow, look at those there. Oh wow. Oh wow, they have a different shape, those. No, different color actually. These are not really white. Or are they? No, they have a, I don't know if you can see it, but they have like a very light pinkish tinge to it, because those there are white and these are kind of like, see the hue? See the difference there? Wow, that is so cool. This is like off pink white and this is actual white. Man, this is so cool. Wow, love it. Yeah, and they flower here every year, and that's, I got the inspiration of, wow, and look at these. Wow. I got the inspiration of like seeing them here inspired me to plant them in our garden last year. I was like, I gotta get these, man. Gotta find out what's their name. I gotta find out how to plant, like, you know, where to get them, and I gotta plant them in our garden. And sure enough, I did. Last year I acquired, hold on, let me check that one. Oh, this one's different. Look at that. See the pattern of the, it's just, it has a different sort of, it's like cascaded. Wow, man, I love the variations, you know. I mean, look at that. Look at these. And then look at that one, for instance. See, like they're different. It's amazing to me. I love the diversity of different shapes and hues and color combinations that these plants have. And this is how they look before they open. Look at the beauty. Yeah, I love them. I really love those plants. I really love those flowers. They're absolutely beautiful. And I'm gonna post the name of them in the subtitles. But I found out about how, like, what's their name, and then I planted them last year in the garden, and I've got some amazing varieties there. I bought like I think about 9 or 10 different varieties, or maybe a little less. Maybe I just bought like 10 plants of like 6 different varieties, because I bought like 2 from each. Some of them I liked a lot, so I bought 2 of each, you know. So let's say I bought like 6, maybe 7 varieties max, but yeah, something like that. And I planted them, and some of them are flowering right now. Some of them like begin to bloom, and the flowers are just mesmerizing. Some of them are even more intricate and sort of like even more unusual in shape, you know. And they have a very dark violet, and yeah, it's just amazing. They just very, like, I think only about 2 of them flower, like to the plant, or 2 or 3 just flowered, or at least something that I could see. We got like a biodiversity corner where there's like a higher grass or higher sort of, yeah, it's like we just let it grow, and I'm gonna just mow it like twice a year, and that's where I planted all those like flowers. and plants that flower, you know, like poppy seed and other ones, and these along with them. And they're starting to bloom and they're beautiful, but I think they're just gonna need, because they're kind of small, like for instance compared to these, they're kind of small, and sort of they don't have enough like they don't seem to have enough strength yet. They seem to be kind of small. So my opinion is that they need to grow, because I planted them, I think it was like end of summer last year, something like that. So they didn't really have time to grow. They just kind of like established themselves a little bit, then winter came, and now they're kind of like growing and truly establishing in the ground, and sort of getting their strength into the ground. And I think next year will be the time when they're gonna really come up in sort of in their whole glory, let's say. Yeah. So anyways, that's just a little bit of a thing about I love these flowers, really, I do. And if you can get them on your garden and you like them too, like, go for it, because they're extremely beautiful, and from what I've read, they propagate themselves pretty easily when you let them flower. And what is that? Oh dear. But that's actually, wow, that's an actual deer doe. See how large it was compared to a roe deer? It's like 3 times as much. So you always kind of forget when you don't see them for some time, and then you see them again, and it's such a huge animals, really. It's like a small horse. So that was a red deer. So yeah, they propagate quite easily if you let them flower, and the flower then sort of ripens and it releases the seeds. It propagates quite easily. And actually, funnily enough, I discovered in the garden, a wild plant. I definitely haven't planted it there. A wild plant of this flower, you know, growing on its own. It had to grow there. I don't know, maybe some bird brought a seed, or no idea how I got there. Maybe I got it on my boots. I don't know, but it started growing there. So cool. So I'm kind of excited to see what kind of flower variation it will have. And I'm thinking maybe what's happening, and we saw it there on those flowers, that maybe they cross-pollinate, and the seeds that caught on from the cross-pollination create those variations, you know. So white gets along with very light blue, and they create this off-white sort of color, and so on and so forth. Maybe I'm wrong, but I smell a beautiful sweet smell. Thinking, no, they're not in bloom yet, right? The linden. That's a very sweet smell. So yeah, that's what I thought, you know. And they're really, really beautiful, and it's the variations, and you know, to see what kind of flowers come up, it's so entertaining to me, you know. It's like you never know what's gonna, you know, you never know what's you will see, and then they open, and it's just, yeah. Anyways, enough about flowers. I got excited about it. Oh, but that's a roe deer, I believe, and I don't know what Drake is. I hope it's not that deer. Drake neck, yeah. Yeah, oh no, he's not running after it. So that wasn't that deer. Cool. Whew. Good. So, and that was a roe deer. Yeah, I got really excited about flowers, and that's not usually my thing, you know. I love plants, I love flowers and all that, but like botany and botanical sort of exploration was never really like, I I never really got into it that much, you know. That was like one of the fields that I was like interested in, of course, and I always liked plants and trees, but it never really draws me in like to a point like, I don't know, birds did or insects did, you know. But, you know, still I getting closer and closer to it, and this is one of the things that I get excited about, you know. Such beautiful wildflowers is just amazing, or like wild orchids. That's just something to, like, a beauty to behold, really. Anyway, I was talking about the new detector, so we're almost at the end of the walk. So yeah, I know I digressed quite a lot, but it was a nice digression. Nice day. Is it digression? The noun? I guess. I hope. So yeah, the new detector, it's amazing. The functionalities, the advancement of the technology. I was saying that was the dream for me when I was 14 and or 13 when I started detecting that kind of technology. And I mean, it still blows my mind today, but that would be the dream back then, you know. That is just out of this world. The depth it gets into, the discrimination of the various metals, and the identification of it is just amazingly advanced, and it's a bliss to really be out there somewhere, I don't know, in the woods and search with this detector. Really, I had a blast. I was out for like 7 hours on Sunday, and because the whole Saturday I was reading the manual and trying to learn more about the detector, you know. So the whole Sunday I was out, and I had a blast. I was exploring a site where there was like unconfirmed sort of like settlement of sorts, or unconfirmed, probably medieval, either house or some sort of fortified maybe settlement, but nobody really knows. There was no archaeological evidence, and nothing was really there was no archaeological work, so to speak, to be done in that place. And it's not designated as, you know, historical site or anything. It's just like there is a sort of a local knowledge or theory that there was something like that in there. And I gotta say, yeah, it definitely looks like there was something, probably a house on the hill or something. Now it's like it's like fully grown forest, and there are definitely signs of like something, but I haven't managed to find anything. Nothing at all, really. Just like some very old nail that definitely looked like late medieval, probably late medieval sort of nail. I don't know, 15th, 16th century perhaps. So like there definitely was something, but I haven't managed to find anything significant. But I had a blast. I had an absolute blast, and I was learning the ropes, you know, in the terrain, in the field with the... What is he doing? What is he doing? Where you got that, Drake? Oh, he found some rodent probably, huh? Something's hiding there. So yeah, I was learning the ropes in the field, and it was just amazing. Yeah, so I got the new detector. That's the update. And the other topic I wanted to talk about, I'm going to leave for tomorrow. But basically, a little sort of sneak peek or hint is that was something I sort of experienced and witnessed over the weekend, is that the world seems to be getting louder. And I was saying it like world operates in extremes, but now, and that I feel like that's true. But I also figured out over the weekend, like it is, and you know, I'm like look at where we live. You know, I mean, it is the what do you call it? Well, it's a village. It's nuts. God damn it. Jesus, it's not campground. What is it called? This region, out in the country. No, it's a countryside. Oh my God, I couldn't remember the word. So we are living in the countryside, right? And man, like, if you would hear what's been happening here over the weekend, I couldn't believe it. And it was not the first weekend. The prior weekend was the same. The prior weekend to that was the same. And I was thinking, what is happening, really? And that's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, okay? Because I would otherwise stand here for like 10 minutes to talk about it, which, like, let's not do that. Let's leave it for tomorrow, and that's going to be the topic I'm going to start with, unless I'm going to be interrupted with anything else, like Drake running away. You rascal. So yeah, tomorrow is going to be about world getting louder, because that's what I think is happening. And people needing loudness for some reason. And you know, I don't know why. I like let's think about it tomorrow, and let's have a train of thought. But I feel like people need loudness and they need noise in their life for some reason. I don't know why, because I don't like noise and I don't like being loud. So to me, it is a strange sort of thing, because I don't understand it. But hey, maybe we're gonna come to a conclusion tomorrow. So I'm signing off now, and see you tomorrow.